Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique Beauty, where we cover all things beauty and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. This is another lifestyle, more vlog style. I'm going to talk a little bit about the couple things I picked up at the Sephora sale, talk about some books that I've read that would be great Christmas gifts, and just a little quick life update. So if that sounds great, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to talk about what I picked up at the Sephora sale. I did not purchase very much at the Sephora sale this year. Very, very minimal. I just have so much makeup, and I did decide not to buy my La Mer. I am trying another face cream. I will be talking about it later on this week. It's from a brand that I know and love, and I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and yeah, I think I'm going to move over with the newest price increase with my La Mer. I mean, that's a $60 price increase in the last 2 years, and that's on top of an already very expensive face cream. And it finally kind of hit my limit, but I do love it so much. We'll just see what happens. Anyway, but I did not buy refills. What did I buy? I ordered a new Haas foundation from Lady Gaga. That one did not come with the rest of my shipment, so I'm still waiting for that. It'll probably come today, maybe. I did get the new Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette. Let's see. I do love most of Makeup by Mario's products. Some, like his highlighter, to me has a little too much glitter in it, and I did debate when I was whether or not to get this one because I thought the shimmery shades were a little more glittery than just a nice shimmer, which I like on my eyelids. Oh, it's a nicer case than his previous eyeshadows. It's very heavy feeling, and it's just another beautiful neutral eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to grab one of the shimmer shades and see. Well, it actually is really pretty. It is a little more high shimmer. It does have little glittery flecks, almost like an eyeshadow topper, but it felt very creamy. It didn't feel like rough and scratchy like some of the metallics feel. I'm just going to swatch one other color. I'll just take this middle shade right here. Yeah, they're very buttery soft. Yeah, and they're nicely pigmented. So I'm excited to play around with this. Now I had I had two of his other eyeshadow palettes, his nudes and the one that had like a lot of colors and metallics. And I did like both of them. I heard some people say the nudes was really splotchy. Mine wasn't. But then I also read somewhere that, oh, they silently reformulated. I don't know. I don't know if they did or didn't, or if just some people got a bad batch. But it's all been very nice and blend beautifully for me. So I'm excited to play with these. They really are pretty. Yeah, and even though it definitely has glitter in it. When I'm not in, like here, I'm aiming it right into the natural light, but when I'm not, I see more of a glittery shadow. So I might not use those shimmers very much, or I might experiment. Maybe try and do something new. Maybe try and work some shimmers into my makeup repertoire. We'll see. Today I got a super natural look on because I will probably head out down to the beach. It's a beautiful day in Florida. I think it was 83 degrees yesterday. My husband said it was like 50 in Phoenix, so I was glad. It's still beautiful, but the cold weather is coming, so it's going to cool down this weekend. So I do want to get as many days out on the beach. The beach service is done for the season, so I had to schlep an umbrella and a beach chair down there. The umbrella was surprisingly easy to set up, went into the ground fairly easy, but I bought this beach chair and I cannot open or close it for the life of me. You know, my old cheap $10 beach chairs, you just grab the bottom and pull it open and it sits up. Well, this one has like this canopy hood, which I'm going to take off. I might even return it and buy one without a canopy because I don't like it at all. The canopy's up and it totally blocks your side view. So you can't see anything. You can't see anyone. You couldn't talk to the person sitting next to you. Yeah, so I didn't like the canopy I bought. It was more curved and came down almost like a rain bonnet. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Yeah, maybe I'll return it because it was $80. So instead of keeping something I don't like. But also I cannot open it. I'm push on the arms. I'm pulling the legs. I'm pulling on the back. I mean, I just look like an idiot on the beach trying to open my beach chair. And then I have the same problem when I'm trying to fold it back up. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do later on today. So what I have on my face is just a very light makeup. I have my True Botanicals. I've talked about this before. They're everyday skin tint. They did send this to me, but when I asked them, like, do they have a code or any promotional anything? They said no. So they just sent it for me to test out. I do like the tint. I'm wearing 9 right now, but they're 10. They sent me 9 and 10. Their 10 is a better shade for me, but this one looks fine. It does give just a little bit of a luminous glow, but it's thicker than most. It's an 18% zinc oxide. Yeah, 18%. So I do feel like I'm getting a nice sunscreen protection as I walk down to the beach, even though I'm under this ridiculous sunshade and umbrella to protect my face. But I do like this. And then I am wearing my Milani. This one, Bobby Copy from Mindful Midlife recommended this shade to me. It is called Cheek Kiss, and it's a very, very, very light neutral shade. So it's really pretty. I'm wearing my Beyond mascara, my City lips. They're having some sales. Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And I put just a little bit of the Dior Forever Skin just under my eyes because I did actually have a few dark circles. Oh, and then I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in rose gold. It's very neutral, and use the Makeup by Mario Perfect Brown eyeliner. That's what I'm wearing on my face. So what else did I buy from the Sephora sale? Besides the Makeup by Mario kit, I bought another Forever Skin Correct concealer. I bought the Haas foundation, and then I bought 2 of these little Natasha Denona little trio eyeshadow trios for my girls, and so they look like little ornaments, and they're just really neutral. It's a baby gold palette. So today is the last day of the Sephora sale, so you could still pick them up. They did send me one. I had to reorder it, and now I have to go return this one because it has 2 of the same shade in it, so it's supposed to look like this. So I do need to run to the Sephora store to return it. But that's all I bought. I just bought 1, 2, these 3 things and the Haas foundation. So I did pretty good this year. I think this first year I didn't spend like $1,000 at the Sephora sale. Okay, but that's it for makeup. I am driving back to Phoenix. We are putting a house on the market, like I said before, and we're kind of trying to do it fast. I really want it on the market Thanksgiving week because I remember sometimes people have to look Thanksgiving week, then they have to go back, get the kids in school, but they want to close the end of December. So I do want to have my house on the market for Thanksgiving week, which means the minute I get home, I just have to start throwing my clutter into boxes and putting them away. Not as bad as it would have been if I didn't just redo the floors, because I did have to pack everything up and unpack everything. So I looked at all my stuff twice. So I already did a lot of declutter, but I put a lot of clutter back up, or things that I didn't know where I would put them. I just kind of stuck them on a shelf. So I do need to get rid of that and make it look a little prettier, because they're coming to take pictures next Friday. I was also having a window replaced. It's double pane glass, and there's some moisture in between, and they're supposed to come Friday, so I do need to call them a little bit later today. Oh, it's only 1 hour. Daylight savings time. Okay, 1 hour difference. So I do need to call them today to see if I can move the appointment to either Thursday or the following Monday. Thursday would be better because I think it's going on the market that Monday. So we'll see. Hopefully they can come a day earlier. And my daughter wants Taylor Swift tickets for Christmas, and I used to be the queen of buying concert tickets or anything else. I think I had told my story about me buying my watercolor painting tickets, and I'll give you a quick summary in a minute. But I usually have my laptop and my desktop, and I'm logging in on both of them, and I'm kind of doing one, then the other. So, you know, like every 30 seconds, one of them is like pinging, you know, because you get a lot of spinning balls, and it's really hard, especially when you try and buy right when tickets go on sale. I almost think if you wait 30 minutes, because you're doing this for 30 minutes and you're not getting through anyway, but it's not quite as busy as it is that first second that they go on sale. But the problem is I am going to be driving across Texas during that time. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to purchase them on my phone. I don't know if at that time I will be by any big city that I could pull in and use the Wi-Fi. I do need to plan out my route and everything, but yeah. So I told her, I said, I have both you and Katie also trying to buy tickets. And if we end up buying too many tickets, we can always sell them, I'm sure. But I said, I might not be able to, you know, be on the computer trying to get them for her. So I alluded to my watercolor painting course that I'm taking in Spain next year. So they only had 17 slots. And so I did the same thing. I had my computer, my laptop. I had previewed which rooms I wanted. And then right as soon as they went on sale, I'm using both to buy the room category I wanted. But there was never any place to get a credit card. So to put your credit card in, and then if you just hit next, it would say, enter your credit card information. I'm like, where? There's no place. And so after about 15 minutes, I was like, okay, well, I'm sure I'm not going to get one of the 17 tickets. Previous sales, they said they sold out the first minute. And then I checked my email, and they did have something that they were having issues and that they were going to reopen everything at 11. So it was supposed to start at 10. They're going to reopen at 11. It's like 10:30 right now. So I'm sitting, you know, looking at my computer screen where it, you know, said add your credit card information. And I noticed on the cheaper rooms, the ones that shared a bathroom, the numbers had gone down. So people had been able to purchase those. So I clicked on it and I got a credit card form. So I entered it in, got to the CAPTCHA, hit entered. It was a CAPTCHA with dogs and collars. And it said, you know, click on the ones that have dog collars. And so I'm like, clicked on 3, because normally CAPTCHA is 3. It's always 3, you know, I just like find my 3. But then there was one dog that had white around here, and I'm like, is that fur or is that a collar? Because, you know, it's this big and I can't see that well. So I clicked on it and ended up giving me a new CAPTCHA screen. So I did the CAPTCHA again, you know, clicked on it, and then it came back with a new CAPTCHA screen. So then I was like, okay, well, maybe this isn't working, because I knew I did the second CAPTCHA right. Checked my email, and I had purchased that room category twice. So I emailed them and said, hey, I accidentally purchased this twice. Then I'm sitting looking at my laptop, and I see that one of the room categories that I wanted, the number went down of left available. So it was 15 minutes. It was 10:45. So I clicked on it, got a credit card form, put my information in, bought another seat, get my confirmation email. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, did I just buy 3 seats out of 17 to this workshop? I emailed them, said, hey, you know, I just want the category that I wanted to keep. You know, you can release the other 2 for sale. And anyways, it all worked out. They didn't charge their credit cards for, gosh, maybe 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. So I only got charged for the one room that I wanted. They did manage to fill the other rooms, but it was like crazy. But that's kind of how I buy tickets. I'm like the crazy ticket woman, you know, just all over the place trying to purchase things. So I don't know, driving, using my cell phone, if I'm going to be by a place where I could try and get on Wi-Fi. Otherwise, I'm going to be, you know, just trying to do a hotspot with my phone. So we'll see. We'll see if I can pick up some Taylor Swift tickets. But that's what she wants. Oh, my other daughter wants money to make some demos. The one that's in Nashville pursuing music. She wants some money to do some high quality demos. Her voice teacher told her she ought to have 2 or 3 really high quality demos. So if she does a writer's round or something like that, that she would have a demo that really showcased her talent. So those are their big Christmas gifts. And then I'm just giving them little things. I'll give them some night cream. I am giving them the City Beauty Barrier Rescue Cream. I do have a video coming up on this, so I'm not going to talk about it much here. But my youngest daughter already loves it. My oldest daughter hasn't tried it, but I think she'll like it too. So those are what we're kind of giving them, just little stocking stuffer, things like that. Now, I've been reading a ton of books lately since I've been here in Florida. And I just wanted to give you my favorite book kind of list. I've been reading a lot of the World War II books, and a lot of mystery books. And I was also reading a lot of almost sci-fi, like young adult books, kind of like in the Harry Potter type genre, but slightly different. Yeah, that's what I've been reading. I've been reading a lot. But some of my favorite authors, I'll put them down here. Some of these I did read a while ago, and I've talked about in the past. Rhys Bowen, she does the Venice Sketchbook, The Tuscan Child, and Farleigh Field. Those are all really great books. Where the Desert Meets the Sea by Werner. I'll write these down because I'm not sure I'm saying the names right. That one was really good. Amy Harmon has a couple of good ones. Hers are a little bit more like sci-fi fantasy. What the Wind Knows is very similar to Outlander, but it's kind of completes in one book. So it's a good one. What other ones? Fiona Valpy, The Storyteller of Casablanca. Oh, A Man Called Ove. My daughter recommended that one to me. From Fredrik Backman. Oh, that one was so good. You know, that one was like an elderly, crotchety old man, and he gets this really gregarious, friendly family moving next door to him, and they kind of soften him up. So it's a really feel-good one. The Keeper of Happy Endings by Barbara Davis. That was good. Oh, Where the Sky Begins was also a Rhys Bowen that I read. I'm looking at my Goodreads. I finally started putting the books I love into my Goodreads so I could actually remember what I've read, because I forget titles and authors a lot because I read on my Kindle. So I don't really see the cover of the book in color or really close or paying attention to it. I did read a trilogy, the Rift Magic Saga. That was good. That was, kind of a young adult, easy reading. I think I read the whole trilogy in a weekend. So if you like those Harry Potter type books, then I would recommend those. Other really good ones. I read another Amy Harmon one recently. I don't know why it's not showing up I must not have clicked to add it to my Goodreads. Oh, Nicholas Sparks, The Rescue. I read that one recently. That was good. Read all of the David Wolfe series by Jeff Carson, which is kind of the sheriff. I talked about those before. I also read all the London Carter books by B.J. Bourg, and then those were good too. Oh, B.J. Bourg also did a Clint Wolfe series. I read all of those. I think he had 25 of them. I read those. It was good. They're also all available on Kindle Unlimited. So if you are just looking for something to read, they're all under Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, I didn't put the recent ones. James Patterson, I like his Alex Cross series, and I read the Run, Rose, Run with Dolly Parton. That was really good. Yeah, I actually am missing a lot of my recent books in my Goodreads. Okay, I'm going to need to update it. But that's the type of books that I like to read. I especially really love the World War II. Oh my goodness, the Green Mile. That one was fantastic. It's not here. The Last Green Valley is what it's called. Yeah, Last Green Valley by Mark Sullivan. He also wrote, what other book did he read that was so good? Oh, Beneath the Scarlet Sky. The Last Green Valley tells a story of a German that lived in Russia, and then towards the end of World War II, the Russians were kicking the Germans out, and, it's a man just trying to go west to keep his family safe. And it's amazing what he went through and his family went through. And again, based on a true story. Really, really, really good. So those are some my winter book recommendations. I did just find out, I'm so sad, that my oldest daughter might have to work over Christmas. We rented a house in Nashville. I can't cancel it. It's Airbnb, or I could cancel, lose 50%. But it doesn't matter because my youngest daughter is working in Nashville over the holidays. So neither will be able to come to one city or the other. So this will be the first year we'll have a split family Christmas, which I guess is what happens when your kids get older and out of the house. I am hoping my daughter in Phoenix gets 1 or 2 days off, that we can just fly her to Nashville, because it's going to be colder there. It'll feel more like Christmas. We rented this house. We're going to put up the tree in the house, and yeah, that's what. Really hope that at least we can get 1 or 2 days together. So that's kind of disappointing. She doesn't know. She might get 1 or 2 days off, but they said that they're picking days off based on seniority, so she can put her request in, and yeah, we'll see. I said, even if you can request the 23rd and 24th off and work Christmas Day, that would be great. Fly her out the 23rd. We bought tickets to a Christmas show in Nashville for the 23rd in the evening, and then we could celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve morning and then fly her home. We'll see. Hopefully something works out, but yeah, right now that's the way it's looking, is that we're not going to be able to be all together on Christmas. I just ordered like $200 worth of bulbs, and I'm going to split them between me and my daughter in Nashville, and I'm going to try and grow them. I think I'm going to get one of those whiskey barrels, a bunch of tulips and daffodils and everything, and I'm going to try and stick them in my refrigerator, see if I can force them, I don't know what it's called when you put them in the cold, and then plant them in December or January. Hopefully see if I can get some tulips and daffodils. This is all in anticipation of me having my beautiful garden when we finally move to Nashville, because I'm not really that familiar with gardening. I had mentioned previously that I did buy this big flower farming gardening course. It starts in January, but this is just all in anticipation, just kind of getting myself ready to have beautiful flowers in my Tennessee home. So, and that's it. That's what I've been doing. That's what's going on here. Again, beautiful sunny day, and I hope all of you are staying warm, staying healthy, and we will see you next time.